Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Sheila and Poppy fight over food after Brooke warns Daphne. Brooke reflects on her talk with Carter about reuniting Hope and Ridge in Forrester's design office. When Katie enters, her sister informs her that she is reflecting on all the ways she messed up with Ridge. She questions whether things will ever return to as they were. After a pleasant conversation, she informs Katie that Carter will have to struggle to win Hope back. Hope will be forgiven, Katie thinks. Carter is dedicated. She advises Brooke to stand up for Ridge and take her own counsel. Brooke has thought about leaving Forrester, but she is unsure. "I can't do that," cries Katie. Brooke complains that there are a lot of challenges. Katie asserts that she must pursue a life with Ridge if she desires one. With Taylor and Steffi there, Katie is aware that Brooke is feeling overburdened, yet she is unable to give up. She must not allow them to push her away. According to Brooke, without Hope present, things aren't the same. Katie concurs. Brooke feels relieved that Carter is standing up for her. She will never again allow someone to harm her kid. Carter needs to clear his mind, Daphne advises him in the main office. He is too attractive to be under so much stress. She exhorts him to forget about Hope, move on with his life, and let it go. He's free, she reminds him. He can seize his future right now, so why hold on to his past? Carter has no regrets about his involvement with Hope. Daphne notes that she was the reason he almost lost everything. Carter doesn't hold it against her because she wasn't in charge. Daphne claims that she was, but he is unaware of it. She wonders whether he truly still loves her. Carter-Daphne B&B. Daphne informs Carter that although she had intended to move to Paris, she would prefer to stay and continue making fragrances. There's another explanation. "You, Carter. No secret. What will it be, then? Shall I depart or should I stay?" When Daphne touches Carter's lapel and he gently moves her hand away, Brooke arrives at the door and peers inside. After he leaves, Brooke approaches Daphne. She advises her to avoid Carter if she wants to remain there, saying, "He's not interested." Daphne claims that he is unmarried because Hope threw him out. Brooke advises her to be courteous, appreciative, and classy. She informs Daphne that she will not permit her to stand in the way of Carter and Hope's relationship. Electra tells Ivy at the Forrester estate that she hopes will understands how much she loves him. Despite his frustration at not physically being on the same page, she is confident that he will not allow it to ruin their relationship. "I just want it to be the right moment for them," Electra summarizes. Ivy comforts her. Electra is aware that a lot of girls would be interested in him. Ivy is proud of Electra for continuing to be true to herself. She is aware that he isn't considering any other women because of this. Will refuses to leave her for another person. He's more agitated than he's admitting, which worries Electra. She is reassured once more by Ivy that waiting will make it even more memorable. After exclaiming her love for him, Electra leaves. Luna stands in front of Will in lingerie in Forrester's wardrobe area, taunting and luring him. She inquires as to whether the dress suits her well. "Are you pleased with what you see?" Will tells Luna she must leave even though she offers to take it off. He says he'll give Charlie a call. She advises him to let her know when he grows tired of Electra and says, "Take the mustache and leave." He reiterates that she should take the pizza and leave after saying he won't. Luna smiles. She asks Will to help her with her mustache after she's dressed, but he declines. After giving her the pizza, he tells her to stop visiting. "What is the big deal?" she asks with a giggle. And raises his hand to tousle his hair. He backs off and tells her not to approach Electra. Grinning, she tosses the pizza onto the table and leaves. Electra shows up shortly after and gives Will a kiss. She admits to him that she always considers him. Will informs her that Luna came by and that she pretended to be a delivery man. Electra will be the B&B crew. Poppy and Sheila square off. Sheila informs Poppy at Il Giardino that she made a grave error by attacking her in her own business. She approaches her and says she will regret it if she raises another finger in her direction. She doesn't frighten Poppy. According to Sheila, she ought to be. Poppy cautions her to exercise caution because, like her daughter, she is just getting out of prison. Sheila takes hold of her arm and commands her to stop talking, saying, "You're just as insane as Luna. Do you hear me? I won't warn you once more." Sheila Poppy BNB. Poppy informs Sheila that she has heard everything there is to know about her and the dark and perverse things she has done. Poppy yanks away and slaps Sheila after she yells, "You're the addict, the slut who neglected her daughter." "I told you not to do that," yells Sheila, and assaults her across the bar. Poppy defends herself by pushing her away and grabbing some breadsticks. Sheila pushes a cake from a buffet table close by into her face. As they battle over cakes, the waiters show up and stare. Sheila is informed by Poppy that Luna is hers alone. She stalks off, and Sheila laughs and eats cake. "Just stay away from me." Sheila Poppy BNB. When Luna shows there, she questions why Sheila is so disorganized. Sheila smiles as she cleans herself. She inquires as to whether she saw Will. She did, according to Luna, but he tossed her out. However, based on his actions, she believes he will change his mind and see what he's been missing. They keep laughing. Daphne offered to undress Carter, Luna flung herself at Will, and Sheila laughed uncontrollably when Poppy slapped her. Brooke remembers Carter telling him that Ridge is her destiny as she types in the design office. When Katie walks in, her sister fears that their relationship with Ridge will never be the same. Katie is certain that they will eventually get back together. Carter encouraged her to persevere, Brooke informs her. She believes that Carter is still capable of winning Carter back. If Katie wants Ridge, she encourages her sister to pursue him. Brooke is unsure and questions whether she should simply go. With Ridge, there are a lot of challenges to conquer. Although her sister attempts to make things seem better, Brooke is concerned about Steffi and Taylor's influence. Katie feels certain that she is strong enough to resist being pushed away by those women. Without hope, Brooke acknowledges, things aren't the same. She feels deceived and in anguish. They must show her that they support her. Daphne advises attractive Carter in the office to put hope out of his mind and go on with his life. She advises him to put the past behind him and focus on the future. He is directly in front of it. He acknowledges his regrets. Although he maintains that hope is not one of them, she is certain that he is. He reiterates that it wasn't like that when Daphne accuses him of being duped by Hope. Is he still in love with her? Daphne asks. What happens to her if he is? Should she remain in Los Angeles? Brooke looks through the doorway as she takes his hand and says she wants to see what they might have. Brooke interrupts Carter's flight to inform Daphne that Carter has no interest in her. She gives her the instruction to avoid Carter. Hope flung Carter away as if he were nothing, according to Daphne. She is told to go to class by Brooke. She's keeping an eye on her and won't let her stand in Carter and Hope's way. Will attempts to look away as Luna emerges in her underpants in the supply room. He advises her to put on her pizza delivery uniform and leave when she wonders what dress she should try on. She inquires as to whether he dislikes her current attire. He examines her hesitantly. Luna approaches and offers to undress her. He instructs her to grab her pizza and mustache and leave, threatening to call Charlie. She saunters off, telling him to get in touch if he grows tired of Electra. I won't, he says again. She smiles. He declines to assist her in putting on her mustache. Take the pizza and go, he says. The heat has subsided. It's always spicy and scorching, she says. He tells her to avoid Electra and not to come around. Electra wants Will to know how much she loves him at Eric's. She thinks he loves her enough to wait, but she also acknowledges that he must be annoyed by the restrictions she has placed on their physical intimacy. According to Ivy, if they are genuinely committed, there is no urgency. According to Electra, a lot of girls would be attracted to him because he is the cutest guy ever. Ivy takes pride in her ability to stay with what she feels comfortable doing. Electra is content with her current situation. Ivy tells her, you're holding on to your true self, confident that this will keep other women away. Thank you for listening, Electra says. Ivy is certain that waiting will add to its specialness. Electra is certain that he is the one for her. He continues to act morally. Electra tells Will she missed him when she visits him at work. She never stops thinking about him. He tells her that Luna came to see him. Sheila admits to Poppy at Il Giardino that she made a grave error by attacking her. She'll regret it if she lifts another finger. Sheila says she should be terrified of her, but Poppy replies she isn't. Sheila grabs Poppy and tells her to stop talking when she laughs that she's just as crazy as Luna. She will not issue another warning. Poppy hits her once again after Sheila labels her a slut and an addict. Sheila shoves her against the bar in a fit of rage. Poppy tries to push Sheila away by pushing her back and grabbing some breadsticks and arranging them in a crucifix. Sheila is not in danger. As the staff shows up, she snatches a handful of tiramisu and slams it in her face. Declaring she can have Luna, Poppy storms out after accusing her of being insane. Sheila laughs and takes a bite of dessert. When Luna gets there, she questions why everything is so messy. Sheila gives no explanation. In a way that gave her hope that he might change his mind, Luna informs her that Will threw her out. They laugh. Luna's next step is so audacious it could make you cringe. Updates and teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint that Luna Nozawa's, Lisa Yamada, next action could make you sick. Grandma Sheila Carter Sharp and Luna working together will undoubtedly be dangerous and troublesome. Do Sheila's redemption and Luna's followers fool the audience? The CBS soap opera apparently thinks that we've grown accustomed to seeing villains get away with murder, attempted murder, and blackmail since they've let Sheila get away with it for years. We'll just ignore the fact that her granddaughter Luna is carrying on her terrible legacy because of this. Spoiler alert, we won't. This adds to the unsettling nature of the character's impending developments. When Sheila urged Luna to follow Will at Il Giardino in the April 14 episode, the plot was unveiled. Oddly, the patrons were unfazed by the murderer's presence. Very classy, Grandma. Granny suggested that Luna force Will to cease using reason and begin thinking with another part of his anatomy. Sheila persisted in giving Luna. When Sheila described her long-term goals for Luna, Lance Day's killer said, "There is real hope for girls like us. Our reality is what we create." She continued by saying that they act like sheep, gradually accepting everything you tell them, until reasonable people are worn out and give up. What do we think of the path the soap opera is taking with Luna under Sheila's influence? Does it imply that evil triumphs over good? If they object, well then, Sheila said, we'll make them. That it's funny to get away with murder is a disturbing message, especially when it's delivered as a joke. It's hilarious that by the conclusion of the show, Granny had given Luna a Mario mustache and sent her to Forrester to bring her crush something hot and spicy. Electra was in her own comedy in the interim. Meanwhile, Electra Forrester, Luna's rival, was embroiled in her own humorous predicament and was trying to thwart Will's romantic intentions by organizing a, wait, what? A spa day, yes, a spa day, and Crew Moro's ecstatic reaction to that concept was hilarious, to be sure. The humor was appreciated since Will hasn't hurt anyone, but if Luna's next plot succeeds, nobody will be laughing. She will need to continue attempting to win over Bill's son, according to teasers for the week of April 14. Can anyone seriously doubt that she will finally succeed and come up with this stunning twist, though, considering his flirty nature? A shaky alliance between Remy and Luna. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna's upcoming triumph. The only person currently occupying Luna Nozawa's one-track mind is Will Spencer. She killed 2 men, but she doesn't feel too guilty about it. Her one desire is Will, and she will stop at nothing to acquire Bill Spencer's attractive young kid. She must, of course, also clear the path of Electra Forrester, which will not be easy. Grandma Sheila Carter has the proper counsel for Luna, but will she be content with pizza delivery and goofy mustache disguises if they don't help her? No, she needs to find a different approach to accomplish her aim, and she's already found the right person. Now let's talk about Remy Price. The fact that Luna had already met Remy Price in Bill's living room must have been for a reason. He recognizes her as the lady who murdered 2 men at Il Giardino, and she recognizes him as Dario. Luna will undoubtedly run with Remy again and discover that he is Electra's longtime childhood buddy who still has an obsession with her. Remy and Luna would be the ideal evil duo to split up Electra and will because they would each have their ultimate objectives in mind. They may discover, however, that they are more alike than they are with the two individuals they can't stop thinking about, two people who don't want to spend time with them. When Electra and Will are still learning how to be villains, Luna and Remy are both skilled at plotting. Sometimes the antagonists find that they are more effective with other antagonists since they constantly want the characters to be as clean as driven snow. Together, Remy and Luna are far more dangerous than they are alone, and they take over the imaginary LA fashion squad. All they have to do is perceive it that way. Finn was forced to kill daughter in Luna's final stand? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that although Luna Nozawa is free, she hasn't changed at all. Although the villain hasn't committed any crimes yet, her desperation and plots are growing more intense. Does John Finnegan have to kill his own daughter for the sake of the greater good, even though Sheila Carter Sharp wants to protect Luna? Let's discuss the options after you finish reading. The error of Bill Spencer. It is remembered by fans that Luna's pardon was due to Bill Spencer. First, Bill concealed Luna in his mansion and quietly released her from house arrest. When the truth was revealed and Bill was questioned, Luna was abruptly granted a pardon. Bill has essentially cleaned his hands of Luna ever since. Bill encouraged her to go and live her life on the day of the pardon. Luna Nozawa's latest fixation. Sheila and Luna have become close since Luna was pardoned. The antagonist revealed their actual relationship to her grandmother. Luna has been attempting to get Will Spencer to sleep with her, if not go into a relationship, ever since. But Will has a thing for Electra Forrester. Will is uninterested in Luna's offer even if Electra isn't yet ready for passion. Luna's belief that a brawl will make Will's head mush is very funny. The assistance of Sheila Carter Sharp. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna has told Sheila how much she wants Will. Luna has also mentioned Electra's obstruction to her grandma. In addition to helping Luna with this new interest, Sheila also provided her with a disguise so she could enter Forrester Creations undetected. Sheila is making a mistake even though she is happy to have a true family member at her side. The killer move of John Finnegan? There's a good chance Luna will keep working harder to win Will over as her man. But to what extent will she go? Luna has previously shown that if someone stands in her way, she will kill them. Luna might therefore strike decisively if Electra doesn't give up to Will. Sheila is reformed, but her recent interactions with Luna reveal that she still harbors dark tendencies. Sheila is probably not going to stop Luna from going too far. Will Finn be compelled to murder the daughter he never really knew if that occurs? What impact would that have on Sheila's perception of her biological son? Would Sheila turn against him as a result? After receiving a devastating diagnosis, does Steffi assist Liam with his bucket list? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi Forrester might be able to assist Liam Spencer with his bucket list. Following Liam's heartbreaking diagnosis, would these ex-partners embark on an adventure? A somber hint as to the direction of Liam's story may be found in BNB's teaser video for the week of April 14th to 18th. Let's discuss what lies ahead as Liam's medical crisis is likely to take yet another distressing turn. In their chat with Dr. John Finnegan, Doctors Grace Buckingham and Bridget Jones will soon use the word inoperable. Liam might receive updates on his diagnosis of an incurable brain tumor and come to terms with his unfortunate circumstances. If such is the case, Liam may begin to reflect on all the places and activities he has yet to experience. If Liam believes that he hasn't achieved everything he wants to in life, especially if it's going to be cut short, he may have some regrets. Although Liam may initially attempt to conceal his terminal illness from Steffi, he may eventually admit that he is running out of time. If Liam wants to build a bucket list, Steffi might be the first person he should ask to help him with it. In such a scenario, it's simple to envision Liam and Steffi re-establishing their deeper connection. Steffi might earn Liam's appreciation by helping him cross off everything he wants to do before he dies. For these past lovers, that can mean some private kisses or even some forbidden passion between the sheets. In these trying times, Liam and Steffi might proceed too far with their reunion. Naturally, if Finn ultimately discovers an experimental cure to rescue Liam, this plot may take a different turn. There is a possibility that Liam will experience the same thing that occurred to Eric Forrester. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bridget and Grace will make some depressing predictions regarding Liam's future, but there might be a turning point that saves his life. After Bridget attends to Liam's medical emergency, fireworks. B&B spoilers, hope may be destroyed by the unexpected connection that develops when Bridget Logan returns to address Liam's medical emergency. Will the lines between a doctor and patient become increasingly hazy? Brewing hospital romance? The world of hope is threatened by Bridget and Liam's chemistry. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer is recuperating in the hospital while attempting to hide his most recent medical emergency. But in Los Angeles, secrets never remain hidden, particularly when a Logan lady is involved. Although Steffi Forrester and Dr. John Finnegan are already aware of Liam's condition, Bridget Logan, a familiar figure, is set to further aggravate this medical emergency. A doctor is the best, particularly in chemistry. Although her Hippocratic oath binds Bridget, played by the returning Ashley Jones, no one mentioned protecting her heart. The temperature in those hospital rooms is increasing, and it's not from a fever, as Hope Logan's half-sister takes over Liam's care. Liam can't help but notice that his ex-wife's sister is different the instant Bridget enters the room with her medical knowledge and composed bedside manner. Perhaps it's the assurance with which she checks his vitals. Maybe it's the way she discusses his illness with such authority. Or perhaps, just possibly, it's the indisputable spark that ignites as their gazes lock. Let's be honest, Liam has spent years trapped in the same romantic whirlpool. Steffi or Hope? Hope or Steffi? Even the most loyal followers have grown weary of the never-ending triangle. But then we have a whole new game when we encounter Bridget, who is smart, attractive, and not scared to pursue her goals. The ultimate Logan family drama, sister versus sister. Not only is this possible pairing controversial, but it is also explosive on a nuclear scale. Liam is Hope's constant one that got away, and Bridget is Hope's half-sister. The numbers are simple, but the feelings are complex. A Logan lady would not be the first to become involved with a relative's romantic interest. The category was essentially created by Brooke Logan, but this specific prohibited attraction goes deeper. Hope is already dealing with the fallout from her tumultuous relationship with Carter Walton and the fallout from her complex past with Liam and Thomas Forrester. If Hope is still working through her emotional problems and Bridget starts to feel something for Liam, not only is it nasty, but The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on this type of delectable drama. A new start with a Bridget for Liam's next chapter? A plot that doesn't revolve around Hope and Steffi ping-ponging would be greatly appreciated by Liam. Even loyal Liam fans are pleading for something, anything, new because his character has been stuck in the same love rut for so long. Bridget is a successful doctor, a mature lady with self-awareness, and someone who may provide Liam with the stability his character has always claimed to long for. She speaks her thoughts and saves lives. She isn't enmeshed in family ties or fashion house intrigue. Could Liam be able to overcome his pattern because of this medical crisis? Bridget stands for something quite different, a woman who has a prosperous profession of her own outside of the Forrester sphere and who will not put up with his vacillation. Who is most hurt in the fallout? The emotional consequences will be disastrous if Bridget and Liam's romance continues. Hope would probably feel deceived by both her sister and her former husband. Between her girls, Brooke would find herself in a difficult situation. Not to mention Steffi, who would surely have strong feelings about this recent advancement. The most explosive instance? Imagine Bridget leaning in close to check Liam's heartbeat, or possibly for something far more intimate, as Hope enters his hospital room. Pure soap opera gold, the shock, the pain, the confrontation that would ensue. Is the ultimate sister showdown being set up on The Bold and the Beautiful? It's possible that the authors are laying the groundwork for the most spectacular family conflict in recent memory.